Karachi Biryani, tangy, spicy chicken and rice bursting with bold flavors. It's a dish that holds a special place in my heart, and I'm confident it'll win yours over too. And would you believe it? This flavor-packed delight has no onions at all. Welcome back to Burma Wala Kitchen. We kick things off by grinding some aromatic spices. Into the spice blender goes 1 tablespoon of whole cumin, a small nutmeg, a small piece of mace, and 2 small cinnamon sticks. This fresh blend will serve as the foundation of our biryani masala, unlocking those rich, irresistible aromas. Next, we prepare the heat of the dish by chopping up 5 large green chillies, an essential element for that fiery punch Karachi biryani is known for. Now onto the chicken. We're using a full kilogram of leg and thigh pieces for this recipe. Into the chicken, we mix in our freshly ground spices, 2 tablespoons each of garlic and ginger paste, a tablespoon of red hot chili powder, a tablespoon of salt, and our chopped green chillies. Then, pour in half a cup of yogurt. It may be on the thin side, but it works like a charm. Give everything a good mix, and if you can, let it marinate for a few hours. Overnight is even better for deeper flavor. One of the signature elements of Karachi biryani is the potatoes, so we'll be using 1 kilogram of them, peeled and cut into quarters. Don't forget to peel them, as the skins don't make an appearance in this dish, but they're perfect for the compost pile. Next, we roughly chop 500 grams of tomatoes. Don't worry too much about precision. We'll be cooking them down, so it doesn't need to be perfect. However, a good sharp knife always helps, and I'll remind myself to sharpen mine for the next round. We're ready to start cooking now. Grab your largest pot. This biryani is going to weigh in at about 4 kilograms, so you'll need the space. Pour 150 milliliters of oil into the pot and heat it to a nice medium temperature. Once the oil is hot, carefully add the chopped tomatoes. Be cautious here. Tomatoes have a habit of spitting when they hit hot oil. We'll cook them down for about 10 minutes until their rawness disappears. This stage is crucial for the base of our biryani, so don't rush it. When the tomatoes are about 80% cooked, we add our dry spices. In go 3 bay leaves, a tablespoon of cumin seeds, a tablespoon of black peppercorns, 2 small cinnamon sticks, 2 star anise, 2 black cardamom pods, and a teaspoon each of cloves and green cardamom pods. Fry these for about 3 minutes until the air is filled with the heady scent of spices, transforming your kitchen into a fragrant spice market. Just be sure to keep the heat at medium, as we don't want to burn our spices. With the spices fragrant and the kitchen smelling heavenly, we add in the potatoes. We'll fry them briefly, giving them a lovely golden color. This should only take about 5 minutes, as they'll finish cooking later. Potatoes are a must for Karachi biryani, making it more substantial and comforting. Now it's time to introduce our marinated chicken to the party. We won't be searing it this time. Instead, we'll let it cook gently in its own juices. Start with a low heat to prevent the yogurt from splitting. Karachi biryani is sometimes fondly referred to as student biryani because it's more budget-friendly. No onions, no saffron, and the addition of potatoes make it both economical and hearty. Once the chicken comes to a gentle boil, pour in 500 milliliters of warm water. And now for a secret ingredient, 60 grams of dried apricots. These little gems will bring a touch of sweetness to balance out the heat of the chilies. Stir everything together gently, being careful not to break up the chicken pieces. Bring the pot to a gentle boil, then cover it with a lid and let it cook on medium heat for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes are up, check on the chicken and potatoes. They should be tender but not fully cooked yet. Now, we'll add a teaspoon of orange food color, which will give our biryani that distinctive, vibrant hue. Gently stir the mixture, and then set the pot aside while we prepare the rice. For the rice, I've soaked 1 kilogram of basmati rice for an hour after thoroughly washing it. In a large pot of boiling water, add 3 tablespoons of salt, 2 bay leaves, and 2 star anise. It may seem like a lot of salt, but trust me, the rice will absorb just the right amount. Once the water is boiling, add the rice and cook it until it's about 75% done. This should take around 7 minutes, or until the grains rise and can be broken easily between your fingers. Now it's time for the grand assembly. Start by sprinkling a generous handful of freshly chopped coriander over the chicken and potatoes. Then, add a handful of fresh mint and lay a few slices of lime on top. Now carefully layer the partially cooked rice over the top. This technique will allow the rice to soak up all those glorious flavors while remaining fluffy and white on the surface. To finish, we'll drizzle a 1/4 cup of ghee mixed with a bit of oil over the top. This will help the rice cook beautifully and keep its distinct texture. Place a kitchen towel over the pot to absorb any excess moisture, cover with the lid, and cook on the lowest heat setting for another 30 minutes. And now, our Karachi biryani is ready. Let's open it up and reveal its jewels. Look at that amazing color. I wish you had smell-o-vision and could smell it through the screen. The moment you lift the lid, you're hit with a wave of rich, tangy, spicy aromas. Just look at those stunning colors. The orange of the rice, the golden potatoes, and the fiery red of the chicken. It's a dish that not only looks like a feast, but tastes like one too. Karachi biryani is bold, spicy, and utterly delicious. Perfect for feeding a hungry crowd. This recipe will comfortably serve 8 people. Thank you for joining me once again in Burmawala Kitchen. You'll find all the ingredients and detailed instructions in the description below. Give this recipe a try and let me know how it turns out. Happy cooking from Burmawala Kitchen.